Claus here, and this is Compion. For any newcomers, this is a channel documenting my journey towards a more fulfilling life through competence and connection. My current project is on mindful creativity, where I'm giving myself weekly themes and topics to pay attention to, producing a piece of creative work from my insights and experiences that week, namely poems in my case, and sharing both my poems and reflections. This week's theme has been ambition, going through the frustrations and impatience with having lots of ideas and options, but lacking either the motivation, time, or energy to really do everything that you've got on your mind. And the goal was to really try and find a way to kind of strike the balance. The process I went through this week was paying attention to my own aspirations and struggles with trying to keep on top of them, and where I had some maybe unrealistic expectations and what was shaping my expectations, and having a look at others as well, their aspirations and their struggle to try and find the right balance with all of that too. And that has led to the poem called Empty Stomach, Empty Pockets. Enjoy. Empty stomach, empty pockets. This shopping trip isn't going so well. Everything looks so good and seems so expensive. My stomach growls in pain and frustration, but also a deep need and anticipation. I ate recently, so I'm a little confused. I feel like my mouth has never been used. Perhaps the foods I eat are making me sick. Perhaps I have a leak in my stomach. Eat my fill and somehow still end up with an empty stomach. My pockets are just as barren. No change, wallet, or cards. And I check my phone to see my favorite currencies have abandoned me. Motivation has never been lower. Energy comes but never lingers, and time is slipping through my fingers. Perhaps I have spent them unwisely. Perhaps I have holes in my empty pockets. These holes and leaks are mocking me. I'm sure I have the plugs. This should be easy. But this solution provides resistance with nothing to bring it into existence. So much time and frustrated reflection, only to realize I forgot to ask a question. To highlight the location and space of those holes, leaks, and plugs I must place. This leak that makes my stomach coil and rage. Could I appease it with a list of essentials written on a page? These holes my money falls through. Could a budget remedy that too? I leave the store with paper and pen. I have some questions to face and answers to place to fill my empty stomach, my empty pockets. Welcome back, and thank you for listening to the poem. Before we get into the reflection section, if you're liking the video so far, please do leave a like and maybe even subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alright, let's get into the reflection section. So, this theme of ambition, I likened it to going shopping, as you can clearly see from the poem. I had our hunger down as the need or desire to do something. And with hunger, if you're too hungry, just about anything looks good, regardless of whether it actually is. And with hunger as well, what you eat also plays a large role in how hungry you are. Are you eating things that will keep you full or things that will leave you craving for more very soon? Same with your hobbies, ideas, and activities. Are these things that truly are in alignment with your character and direction, or are they just distractions that are going to only leave you temporarily full? And in the second section, money was related to time, energy, and motivation, the three currencies. These are the resources that you can potentially spend. And if you're already running low on it, you're kind of restricted on what you can buy. And often you're spending that money on things that could be seen as distractions, in relation to our previous point. So if you're lacking the money, an answer, could be just to make more, but that often strains resources that you already have very little of. And so in this case, rather, it might be a case of reducing your expenses, budgeting. And that would be the way to get that under control. Realistically, this can be a very difficult loop to even get answers for. It seems very easy once it's kind of put down on the page, right? Just make a little list of the essentials, do a bit of budgeting. But when you're stuck in that loop, and I kind of allude to this in the poem, those very obvious answers are quite elusive. And the only way to really bring them out is to ask the right questions. And I think for a lot of our internal struggles, we already have the answers for them inside of us, but we have no space to place those answers because we've not asked the right questions of ourselves yet. So finding that balance between ambition, time, energy, and motivation is on both a general and specific scale actually about asking yourself the right questions. And so the main phrase for this week was often you have the answer, just not the right question. If you enjoyed the episode, please do take the time to share it with others. Also, leave comments below if anything resonated with you or there's any other themes that you'd like to see. Next week's theme will be on noise. See you then.